if you guys are new here, you haven't been, seen my show before or whatever, as I discover new music or as I like rediscover a song I completely forgot about, I let you guys know, I'm adding it to my crates. It could be for dinner music. It could be dancing, but it's all for wedding stuff. I am constantly evolving my crates. My crates are never done. I'm constantly adding and subtracting and, trying to do new music. Like when it comes to music, the best part about music, like with the best part about our job is every wedding's different. We can play different shit. And I think like the key to really enjoying our job as DJs, like the key to really fucking having a great ass time as a DJ is playing different shit, playing different music, trying out a new song and it fucking working. Like that's like getting that new ooh. You play the song, everybody's like, whoa! And you know what I mean? You're like, yes, I knew that shit would work. And you never played it before and you get that warm, fuzzy feeling inside, like right here, like that delicious ass. Like I'm addicted to that shit. That is my fucking shit. And new music is everything to do that. If you're stale, like if DJing feels like a job to you, chances are you're playing the same shit all the time. I'm telling you, if you play new stuff and it works, it is the most exhilarating experience. It is a high unlike any other. I'm addicted to that shit. So I'm always looking for new music. And as I find it, I'll share it with you guys. You know what I mean? Try it out. Try it out. See if it works. But at the same time, I'm not going to show you guys shit that doesn't work. But new music. Wetting Fire. Wetting Fire. So, first song, Lover by Taylor Swift. I'm not a Taylor Swift guy. I'm not, okay? I think she's whiny. I think she can't keep a man. And I think she's got to be a certified psycho because, like, how do you have, like, 48,000 boyfriends without fucking, marrying at least one? Like, or maybe she's real, I don't know. Whatever. That's none of my business, but all her music's about that, so it's like, it's not my thing, you know what I mean? But super white girl. But this song, Lover, it's a great slow song or a great song during dinner if you want to chill, and all the basic girls will bop to this and sing along. It is a good, like, a great vibe for a wedding. Beautiful song. Add it to your playlist. Like, it really is solid. And a lot of her throwbacks are coming back too. 22 goes off if you play that. Like, there's a couple, I never played them when they first came out, but now that they're throwbacks, I fucking love them. Go figure. So that's number one. Number two, Still Rolling Stones by Lauren Gagel, something like that. Look it up. It's called Still Rolling Stones. I got this song from my girl. My girl is like really good at picking out fire, like white girl music. So, every once in a while she'll play something. I'm like, oh, that's a bop. Another good dinner song. You know what I mean? It's newer. It's one of those things where like you play it and all the younger girls, wow, what? I'm surprised he's playing this. You know what I mean? This is something they have on their playlist that like they think nobody really knows about yet. Great vibe for dinner. Great vibe for dinner. We got the Cow Sills too. Look at this. You probably never heard of them in your fucking life, right? This is The Rain, the Park, and Other Things. This song is a jam. It's from the 60s, right? And I just said, like, 60s are dead. But hear me out. There's a pop culture reference with this. This is the song that Lloyd Christmas on Dumb and Dumber had a dream about that girl. And they played it. They literally, it's rare in a movie. They played, like, the entire song. It was like a 4-minute dream sequence. Like, look, I'll show you. I got it right here. Hold on. I chopped it up. Remember that shit? You remember that shit? One of the greatest movies of all time. If you don't agree, kiss my ass. One of the greatest movies of all time. But that song, that played for 4 minutes, like the whole fucking thing, during that whole dream sequence. And if you know the movie, which almost everybody does, they will know this song. So it's one of those sleepers. You'll never play another Cowsill song at all. Like, they were kind of like wannabe Beatles people, I guess, or whatever. But like, it's just one of those songs you can drop and everybody's like, oh my God, where do I know this from? And it's just a fucking jam. You know what I mean? It's just a jam. And they'll know part of the words. There's people that have seen Dumb and Dumber 10,000 fucking times, So, like, I've been dropping it lately, and it's been working with the right crowd, like, for sure. That's like a fucking jam. And then the final song, that's dinner too. The final song is a dancing song. I rediscovered this. This is from back in my day. Back in my high school days. This is a banger. This will absolutely, if you got people my age, maybe a little younger, a little older, this will absolutely go off. Guaranteed. Drop this in the middle of your 2000s hip-hop set. My man Webby. INDEPENT. Do you know about me? That's my shit. Okay? If you're not already playing this, I forgot about it personally, so I figured I'd share it with you guys. Drop it in your hip hop set. It's in the 90s. I think it's like 100. It is a fire track. Fire track. Like literally, like it's a Boosie beat. It goes in right away. Everyone's going to know it. Okay? Girls, INDEP. Like everybody, guys, like the shit will get me to dance. Drop that shit. Add it to your playlist, people. Trust me.